Yeah, my people, them want go on. Don't know, say boy King Tato on the First Touch podcast. I don't know that one here is Rival Talk. Your two favorite hosts, them Calamity and King Tato. And tonight we have guests Akim, I don't know if him thing already. Banta King on TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah, I don't know if I will find him Arsenal Gunners him straight. I don't know him. Nice for the week. He have a lot to say. And tonight we have a special guest. Yes, Yardi. Liverpool fan. Yeah, see the dub there. See the dub there. Introduce yourself to the people, my friend. We're done.
Yeah, man. I'm a part of this panel called Loudmouth Football. We're on YouTube, TikTok, and we love being loud. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do tonight. Yeah.
Alright, be loud,
Alright,
be loud. Like when be loud. Tell them to
alright.
kick me off.
Yeah, man. So, people, thanks for all of the support as always. You don't know, say, please remember to like, share, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell, because that are going to notify you when the video them a drop. Yes, me. So we get into it. We have a couple topics to discuss today. Of course, we're gonna touch upon the Champions League week, along with the biggest remontada probably we ever see so far, isn't it?
The
So
real
the
remontada.
real remontada. We'll get into that as well, isn't it? So we'll kick it off with the Champions League, but along the way, we're gonna also talk about the Premier League season as a whole because we really want to know if it's a case where is Liverpool just that good or is everybody else not up to par this season? Isn't me? We're gonna also rank the Premier League season out of 10. Is it?
10.
So first we kicked off with the Champions League this week. I mean, we see Barcelona got through pretty much, say everybody probably did expect Barcelona to go through after that 4-0 lead. So Barcelona gone through, PSG gone through as well. Pretty sure everybody that expect that. Arsenal, Real Madrid, everybody that's a Real Madrid are going to
Yeah,
pull off a
majority.
remontada. Real Madrid is going to get that comeback. Isn't it? The lid pan the stadium lock up, isn't it? And all of the memes them start run. So people ask Real Madrid are gonna get it. People ask Real Madrid are gonna come back, and it was going to be one for the ages. Unfortunately for Real Madrid fans, Arsenal had the last laugh. You see it?
Which is the best laugh.
Yeah, man. The last laugh is always the best laugh. So, Akim, take the floor, my G. Oh,
Take the
oh,
floor.
oh, oh, the
As the
game.
Arsenal fan.
Yeah, as
Yeah,
an Arsenal fan, take
Because
as
the
a
me
6
say,
video make one on TikTok for one something. So talk to it.
as me say, for 1 week straight, TikTok, YouTube, ESPN, Sky Sports, all me
Everywhere.
could hear remontada, remontada. Me the things I want new type of noodles. You see me? I must ramen noodles because,
Yeah. We think of our recipe what that time
bro,
too.
bro, all them admin do something for one AI thing named Chat GP. It pronounce remontada in about 10 different language. You see me? I say, no, sir, something serious. I would them boy have a cook up. You see me? And the thing is, me never fear the team. Me fear the referee them have fire. Cause me I say, boy like Pierce, I got splash the cash.
Splash, you
Cause
know.
then got UEFA and tell UEFA say, yo, go on like your roof, you know. And you say, all right, go on. But they never know so rice cook better under pressure. You
Under
see me?
pressure, yeah.
When they lead lock, cause the
When
dog
it
drop
laugh.
back to back man of the match.
Back to back,
And
my match.
the
Deserve
Rice.
it.
the thing is,
Second,
always
wait,
I
wait.
say to
The
people,
second match, the second leg, I think Rice was the man of the match.
Yeah,
Yeah,
weirdly.
definitely, yeah.
No, I
Nah,
don't think so. No, I don't think he
nah.
deserved it, to be honest.
Second
I
leg,
think I'll tell you one thing. I think Odegaard played a better game than Rice did. Odegaard was better than Rice in the second leg.
the two leg them party are the on the best midfielder. The two
Yeah.
leg
yeah,
them.
but me think them overlook two person as well who could have get man of the match. You see me? One well lock up the overrated Brazilian and one locked up an ex overrated Brazilian when I want to play over the sun. You see
So
me? So me think one of them could have get it, even if he's second leg.
Timber.
Timber
Timber
Timber.
or
and
Skelly.
Bam Skelly.
Mhm. Imagine, Vinny did not dribble past Timber, no time at all over both legs. Same with Rodrigo, he didn't dribble past an 18-year-old midfielder playing out of place, not even once. You see me? So sometimes you can't just look on the midfielder, you have to look on the defense. Silly, but him now like him that have one minute thing for Real Madrid cause that goal there. And Gunners are cost rare. The goal they win back score, because them boy enough to score no goal for me.
It's true.
Me don't know a way him a think. Like say him have all the time in the world and zone out and give man him a goal.
And
Me
that's
say,
the first goal that scored that Real Madrid ever scored upon Arsenal, right?
yeah.
Whoa, like yo, just people say that. Just people say that, bro. It's so
Yeah. And the
if you're
thing is,
Arsenal.
remember, you know, for about 1 month, me been a say it in a group in a tattoo, say Real Madrid never beat me. And my history never count. You see me? My history never count.
But the Remontada did do our count.
Yeah, the Remontada do and count. You see me? Me that year say Mbappe has scored a trick for me like when the Man City. And that me
So,
here.
Akim, I have a question for everybody right here as well. You can give me your opinion and Tattoo, of course. With Arsenal now beating Real Madrid, we have that PSG match inside. Do you think that you're going to get past PSG and get to that final?
Yeah, me think me can get past PSG. You see, the home leg what we have are going to be very important. You see, just like how people have said Arsenal are battlers, PSG in Europe are bigger battlers than we. You see
But
me?
PSG has recently been to a final. Arsenal have not.
They battle it.
But them go to final.
But
Arsenal
them
have
battle
not.
it. They battle it. That
You
is the
know,
thing.
you know what I
Remember,
feel? I think
they
this
got a
is
couple
last.
semis as well, and they got a couple semis as well, and they battle it. Last
Oh,
year,
well,
them
they
battle
play
You know
against
against
what?
each other.
Dartmouth.
I'll be honest about it. Okay, I think these are the 11 days that you have. You can show all the chess that you have, right? I think the last laugh is where you had at Bernabeu. That's it. I think PSG is gonna rumble you, and I think you're gonna get out. I think PSG is cleared of Arsenal at this point in time with all the quality that they have. Defensively, they might be weaker than you, but they have more chances at hand for sure. You know.
And
I
I'm
think
going to tell you this: same like how
yeah.
I tell the Real Madrid fans, them, PSG has never beaten me in the Champions League.
All right, hold up, man. All right, Flex Talks Football has now joined the podcast, people. One of the guests them over there telling about. I got joined the podcast. So Flex is here. All right. Flex, right now.
Blessings.
Yeah, man. Right now we are talking about the Real Madrid Arsenal game. And the debate is since Arsenal have now brushed past Real Madrid, do you think they're going to make it past PSG and get to that final?
Okay.
Yeah, as I was saying, Roddy, and remember, Arsenal played PSG this season. How that they go? Them trash it?
But you have to take into consideration that PSG are not the same PSG back then.
I
PSG
know
now
that.
and
I
the
know
same
that.
PSG then.
I know them in form, but still psychologically, may have that over them. May beat them
Yeah,
already.
definitely.
So that I gotta give my team the urge. We beat these lot already, even though it's a different performing team now. We still have that edge over them. We are not Liverpool. Trust me, we
Bro,
are not Liverpool. We not go get no lucky victory. We not deal with luck.
all right.
I mean, you might not have the same psychological bandwidth as of Liverpool, but then let me know one thing: why did you draw against Everton in the last Premier League? Yeah, where was the mentality then, bro?
But
Where was?
you also drew to Everton.
But we just lost 2 fixtures in the Premier League this whole season.
No. You see, Prem now, that a phone from December. I made it concede defeat long time.
No, so hold on, the Akim, what me I try, what more have to understand based on the argument you make. Are you saying that your team is a better team than the Liverpool team? Is your team psychologically stronger than this Liverpool team?
In what terms, eh?
In the
In
sense that
terms,
you just made an argument to say
Yeah,
that
of course.
Liverpool,
I think that.
Oh, so you think you have mentality over
Where the
them?
trophy's at, bro? Where the trophy's at?
Where
no,
that's what we not understanding, because we not
you carrying that
want
one
to
FA Cup,
understand.
that one trophy that you won.
Is the only thing.
Aubameyang dropped it on the ground, bro. He dropped it on the ground, man. That's the only trophy that you won.
No, that me I try to understand, Akim. Is the only thing where you talk about the mental strength and the mental poise is the only thing where you have to drop, and is the fact we say want to beat Real Madrid over the 2 days.
No, but that has to do with mentality.
I'm
If
not saying no, but me I ask you say if that
say when you know win, you know just too happy. That's something I like when you know win. God
what you
no.
mean? What you mean? We're not
Yeah,
even
yeah, you say if they lose it, that either they in a depressed mood. I hate when you know win, but I'm not too
bro,
happy.
bro, it's not even about me being happy
No,
Bro,
or
we're
as me
not
say,
talking about
it's about
United.
as me say, yes,
asking
we
you see.
don't. Yes, listen, we don't have the trophies. And that is very important to have. But me can tell it, this flex has been. I've been an Arsenal fan
Yeah,
for over 20 years.
yeah.
Me can tell you, we've been having this mentality problem for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And me see a difference right now. You see me? Normally, you see when pressure reach Arsenal on certain games like these, then crumble. Yeah, especially away.
True, true.
Bro, we used to go down at Anfield, get 6. We used to go down at Etihad, get 5 and 6. Old Trafford, 8. You see me? Mentality that it shift. Even when Saka missed the penalty, you know, say your heads could have dropped. You see me? And me da worry about that, you know. Worse when the crowd reel up after him save the penalty. Me I say, Jano Star, this could be a momentum shift.
All
But
right.
again, as me said,
I agree.
the coach changed the mentality of the team completely. You
I
see me?
agree to
So
an extent.
hold on there. What me want to understand. You say your victory against Real Madrid.
No,
How do
that was
hold
not
on, hold on,
surprising.
no, hold on, no, hold on, no, just me ask a question. I'm just structure my question. How much percentage, if we split it up, right? How much percent is it down to Uno having a stronger mentality and Uno going out there doing what Uno have to do, both on the field with the way Uno play on a game and the way how Uno mentality set, and also how much of that is that versus how much of it is just down to the fact we say Real Madrid just
We're poor.
not what we expect from Real Madrid.
I never, you see, this is the thing now. When me they said to that one day over there, so in a blue turban, this season Real Madrid has not been good.
Yeah,
But you see, because them have the aura of the 15 Champions League,
yeah,
everybody that tell me stay, they may not go beat me.
yeah.
Them
No,
have,
I
you
understand.
see, it seem like, oh, you say, they were poor. Me see that as well.
Yeah,
Especially when they come up against teams that can play football. You see, say them poor.
yeah.
You see me? This is not the Real Madrid, say, about 5 years ago, where
Mm-hmm.
them did have a set midfield, a set back line, and a set front three. You see me? Them only have the individual talents, but them now play as a collective team again.
Okay.
See me? So me see frailties. That's why I did even say to Calamity, say, you know, some murder rather play Real Madrid than Atletico Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like we don't have a forward, because we know a game Atletico that come with a mid to a lower block. And you see how we struggle in our league with those worse we don't have a striker. You see me? So that's one of the reason me have confidence say yo, me that go beat Real Madrid. Because me say yo, them not good this season.
All right. So you had the confidence on gonna beat Madrid. On beat Madrid fairly well. To be honest, if me look on it, I think it was more down to the fact I said Uno are a more structured team in every department.
Exactly.
In all three department, attack, midfield, defense. Real Madrid done dispatch now. Me want to understand where is your mindset and how do you think Uno are go pan up against this PSG team?
No,
Do
you see,
you think that this PSG team is stronger or weaker than the Real Madrid?
they're far stronger.
Yeah, so how you think Uno go pan up?
No, you see that game here? That game here gonna be a very tactical game. Worse is two Spain coach. Is it me? Me feel it'll be like oh Arteta normally play with Pep. It'll be a game of chess. Is it me? I not think this will be a I not really think say it'll be a high score in two legs, is it me? Because it's two teams who are well organized, compact in every department. Is it me? So as I said, I think say it'll come down to a moment of quality.
All right.
And
And
which
you
team
would
you think
say,
have more quality?
Hmm?
Which team you think have more quality?
Yes, you have more quality, of course.
all right.
Oh,
So
Especially in front three.
Thank God.
on
He
that
said that.
note, on that note, with a moment of quality, I'm gonna just go around and ask everybody who, if them think Arsenal are gonna make it to the final. So Tato,
No,
Arsenal to the
you
final.
already know my state. I feel like PSG will go to the final. As I'm saying, with quality, I feel like I agree with that. And also agree that the PSG have more quality. In fact, that come down to quality. And we talk about PSG midfield all the while, how balanced that midfield is and how mobile it can be. The fact that, my name again, Vitima.
Vitina.
Vitina and Pedro, them is so connected, and the team, like how them play, the connection with them have, the level of ball game, the fluently, how they move, the tactical ability, like I really love it. And then the one from Spain, I forgot his name.
Fabian Ruiz.
Fabian
Ruiz is so balanced to us. He probably can give you a defensive midfield played for being rugged and rough. But as I say, going forward, he always have to pick the right passes. And then the front three, we talk about that all the time. And then include Dewey. Oh gosh,
Yeah.
Dewey is so good.
Yeah.
And
So
then the
Akeem,
back line, I feel like them have the best wing back. Them and Real Madrid and Arsenal. I'm not saying Real Madrid. Them and Arsenal have it because I do think that Timber and Luis Kelly is very good. But I think Hakim
and Mendes.
Mendes is way better, and we see what them can do going forward. Them will score goal. You know, so I agree with Hakim when he said the quality. I feel like him Evo agreed on the fact that PSG have more quality. And them
All right. So Akeem, you think your team are gonna provide that moment of brilliance for you?
Of course. Me not doubt my team right now.
I'm team him not gonna say no.
Me think we
no
can beat them.
problem.
The thing is, when me think, me think say Arsenal have over them, what did use the first time is the physicality. Just don't make it easy for them, especially in a midfield, because that we do Real Madrid as well, you know. But you see the Thomas Partey suspension. That's gonna be a big loss.
That's gonna be a major
Yeah,
risk for you.
big loss. Because Moreno know if he play the 8. Isn't me? And probably Trossard
He can
for
use
play for
Jorginho. He can call back for Jorginho.
I am madman.
Anyway, yeah, what you think?
Hold on. Before you talk, me, General.
Jorginho.
You want a Jorginho in a midfield with a break on a counter having Bradley Barcola, Usman Dembele, and Kvaratskhelia.
I know what people are just asking, bro.
But I'll tell you one thing, bro. Like you're an Arsenal guy, right? You shouldn't be disrespecting Jorginho. He's won more trophies than this entire Arsenal team, yeah? He's been in the Ballon d'Or rankings, top 5 rankings in the Ballon d'Or, yeah? I'll tell you one more thing, yeah?
Those trophies not going to play. Him can't go tell Kvaratskhelia, Dowie, or Dembele same have a Champions League or this and that.
Fair play.
But in terms of quality.
Say one thing, yeah? I want to say one thing, yeah? This PSG is structured in a way to have better attacking transitions. You know why? Because of one player, Dembele. He goes from a striker's position to a fucking defensive midfielder's position, yeah? And he can rotate wherever the hell he wants to. And he allows the wingers to become inside forwards, right? And they have more technical monsters than Arsenal has at this point in time. If you had a Kai Havertz, maybe I think Arsenal would have had a better chance of creating more chances against PSG. My second point is, I think Arsenal have a chance of winning this. I'm not denying that. You're right. The only attribute that works in your favor is the physicality. The midfield battle is going to be yours for sure. But I'm not too convinced that without Saka, you guys don't have any attacking display to show up for. Martinelli can run in behind. Martinelli has the quality to run in behind, but his final deliveries are shit. They're poor. He's nowhere to be seen. Literally. Yeah,
True.
That's what it is now.
So I got conclude.
You say based on physicality, you think them will win the midfield battle, but I'm not too sure on that because Barcelona over in the earlier years, like 2009, 11 with the Iniesta, Xavi, and Busquets, them never really have any physicality, but them always boss the midfield because of technical ability. So,
because nobody could get near them. Nobody could get near them. Nobody could get near them.
So that is the thing. So what I'm saying, that my belief say yes, Arsenal midfield is more physical, but
Yeah.
as we all agree on is that say PSG midfield is
PSG
more technical, and
technical.
we do see what them can do. So I'm not gonna say it's a sure midfield battle win. Let's just see on the day how good both
You did
teams
what?
use
Exactly. You did watch
them
Inter.
individual, them separate
You did
individual.
watch the whole thing, Inter versus Barcelona.
Yeah, from what them here watch about the over.
We think Inter used against that Barca
Yeah, and
midfield.
as me say, like for the
Physicality,
day,
but
let's see. That's
on
like
the
as I say, for the
Exactly.
day, let's see who come use
And who me
them
tell you say,
individual one much better.
who me tell you say, Arteta take inspiration from as well.
Oh,
Marina.
Exactly.
Flex final thoughts. Arsenal make it to the final. Yes or no?
Really and truly, honestly, me no want Arsenal in a final.
take your feelings out, like.
No. This are not have nothing to do with feeling. Honestly, me
Oh
just
God.
like the team, brother. And here's why. And here is the reason why me no believe say Arsenal are go do it against PSG. Akeem talk about when they beat PSG in
Group stage.
earlier this year in the group stage. I think it was in October. The midfielder PSG player in that the game there. I think they had Zaire Emery.
No, I see a midfield.
Not the same midfield, bro. Go check back your thing.
Oh,
Me I tell
Ruben
you,
Neves,
not the same
Vitina.
midfield. It's not the same midfield. It's not the same attacking line. The only thing that is the same
Who didn't play in the
was
midfield?
was the difference. I think them had Zaire Emery, Vitinha, and I think Neves. So Fabian Ruiz never in the midfield. And then up front, I think them did I play the Japanese, the Korean youth Kim.
No, come on. Them never did. They
All
never
right,
did that.
so
They never
hold
did
on,
that.
hold on, hold on.
Check.
I have the team, I have the team. So it was actually the same defense. Vitina, Zaire Emery, Neves in the midfield.
Mm-hmm.
Up front, it was Barcola, Kengan Lee, and Desiree Due. So it was the
So
midfield
just
and the
two
front
players,
and
right?
midfield.
That's it. Much.
a 2 player, 3 player that
That's three players.
player,
So
Oh,
that and
player
three very
where
important
three
players because
very,
that was
Exactly.
very
Fabian
important
Ruiz,
players
Dembele,
we can
and
allow
Kvaratskhelia.
exactly Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, and Fabian Ruiz. 3 are the most pivotal part for PSG when it comes down to transition. You what the thing, no, right? Bro, you see, no matter how physical you is, you see if man a pass and move ball around you, the movement. And one of the things them when me they want for ask, you know what? One of the things them where Real Madrid feel for do against Uno in a both legs where play to Uno advantage, they failed to expose Uno fullbacks. They failed to expose Louis Kelly and Timber. Brother, may I be honest with you? I don't believe say Louis Kelly and Timber are can pan up against Kvaratskhelia and Dembele the way how they did against Vinny and Rodrigo. That the next thing when me feel like I play a massive part in this whole thing is whether Arsenal continue to go full force or whether uno continue to prop up on yourself in the Premier League battlefield where with the position we want to finish.
Which
Because at the well on the end of
which
the
position?
where
Let me tell you
on
this.
which are in the
Arsenal
Premier League.
just wants to qualify. If I can see for the last past
Why
weeks,
this
listen
is
on
why
for the
me I
last
tell
past
you no.
weeks, you can see there the focus is on the Champions League.
Yeah, but as me saying, brother, me remember in a PSG don't have a play but then starter.
Yeah, but
In
the thing is, the thing is, them can be match rusty. Him still have to play them.
what?
Him still have to play them. Them have been
No,
match rusty.
I'm saying no, you know, but me I tell you say the emphasis doesn't have to be there. And also what PSG has what Uno not have is a depth in the squad. You see me? Because the last thing what Uno need to do now is go so boom and roll out the little fringe baller them want to have and risk an injury. PSG can start a completely different starting a level this week and then roll out the next one for the Champions League, you know. Una
No,
have
me
to
know
also
that.
take that into consideration.
Yeah,
Also,
but sometimes that backfire. Look at Chelsea.
I'm not saying
All right.
no. No, they only backfire upon Chelsea because Chelsea doesn't have a team, brother. Chelsea don't have a set team. The way how PSG are playing right now, from back to front, in transition, in defense, the way how them move the ball, the patterns in which the man them are playing, the way how the strikers link up with the fullbacks, the overlapping runs, the underlapping runs. They
So how
move
comes them
in a
nearly beat against
brother.
Aston Villa?
But you know what? I'll tell you one thing. If you saw the Aston Villa game versus PSG, I think
Yeah,
PSG got exposed massively. I think
exactly.
Villa,
But
Villa should have
you know what?
scored more
But you know
goals,
what?
you
The
know.
funny thing
That
about the Aston Villa game, Arsenal and Aston Villa do not play the same type of ball
True,
game.
true, true.
Who Arsenal, as much as how Saka is dynamic, but Saka and Rashford play two different ball game.
Yeah.
Two
Agreed,
Yeah,
different
agreed.
ball game.
Yeah.
Arsenal
Different ball
can
game.
the thing is Arsenal likes to exploit a team's weakness. So if you think
Yeah, with the quality of
if
player.
PSG, especially at home, gives Arsenal that space that them give Aston Villa, Arsenal won't hurt them.
No, I don't. But I don't think they will give up that space. You know, things like remember now. In everything, you know, it is a adjust as you go, you know. You see me? So when
Exactly.
they
So
go on that the game against Aston Villa, you know, so them are gonna look for tighten up in the midfield. Them not gonna allow so much space. Them not gonna make the game as open. Them not gonna be as naive.
but that goes for the same as Arsenal.
No, me not say no, you know. Me not say
yeah.
no.
My
Argument
under
both ways.
I
my
understand what you said.
But
That's what I said
yeah,
earlier. The game I go be like chess.
yeah, it is. It
yes.
is. Me now go there so and not give no credit to Arsenal. I believe that Arsenal are going to make this game as difficult as possible. Me believe say to be honest, this Arsenal is a perfect example of what a good system and what repetition can do for a team. When everybody understands them position, where everybody understand them role, when everybody depend like the same wavelength, it is beautiful to see because the understanding is there. The thing that I always look at about Arsenal in every game, I've never seen a game where every Arsenal player turns up. And upon a day, if Saka not turn up, you wanna see more and more. So there are players in our squad where you know, right? In the first leg, Declan Rice turn up. In the second leg, gonna had Louis Kelly where turn up, Timber turn up. But at the same time, in the PSG game, me feel like it gonna take a whole team to kind of
Effort.
stop
Mm.
PSG, honestly. So if you can do that, you gonna have a massive chance. Honestly, I mean not discredit but it's gonna be
So
a very intense game. It's gonna be a very,
final answer Arsenal to the final.
no PSG to
Nah,
the
PSG.
All right.
And you know
So
why? Just one last thing. You know the reason why I think PSG is going to make it? Because Thomas Partey is not going to play. This season without Thomas Partey, Arsenal have been poor.
yeah.
yeah, and
Absolutely poor.
you touch upon my final thoughts on this with the Thomas Partey thing. Like Thomas Partey for me is so important to that Arsenal midfield. When I watch him in that Real Madrid game, I realize that this man is the reason why Arsenal midfield are run like an engine. You see me? So for me, Thomas Partey being out is going to be a big miss. I do feel like say Aston Villa, not Aston Villa, PSG is the type of team where them mentality sometimes is not there. You see me? Them for me, it kind of feel like say my tier is the league where them play now. So after a while, them league is just no longer competitive. Them win the league after 10 games, then win the league after 8 games. So them have nothing for compete for. So their league is not as competitive as the Premier League. So teams like Aston Villa were able to come back and give them that run for their money. You see me? So even though PSG is that higher quality team. So for me, I feel like say the only thing where would I kill PSG in this game is their complacency upon the day. Just so that how me feel like. But me still I go give PSG the win. You see me?
I know.
All right. So if we move it on along, the real Remontada flex. We want to get into it. The real Remontada. Tell me how the match go for you because me kind of share my thoughts already.
Brother.
How the match go for you?
All right, me I set the scene. Me just want to know walk with me, right?
You know, I'm a Liverpool fan, you know. So I don't understand if you walk with you. A Liverpool fan walk and something.
No, man, you know,
No
me
man,
not
the man say walk with him.
walk
Liverpool fan walk alone.
Never walk alone.
but scene set, right? Me day off. Me have to go up on the road, right? Cool. Me and somebody a road. First thing first, to make sure me not drive. Put on data on my phone, in the car, chilling, dep on my way. First goal, some of the most beautiful interplay me ever see from a team in my life. Me look at me and say, all right, cool, 1-0, Ugarte score. Cool. Me I say, all right, calm, 1-0. Then right at the stroke of the second half, me I look at for end. Me I say, all right, if we can get one more or so, cool, we can go in, set it down for know say, all right, we can keep composure, play with the ball. But the message says that is not United. Boom, Dalot score, 2-0, half time. Calm. This is where the hope start to creep in now because going into the game, me not have no sort of emotion. Me detached. Come here, say, right, me not really, me not kill up myself because me not make this, them man reel me in and just drop me on my face. Cool. 60 minutes pass, me see we still have control of the game. But then me realize that the legs then start to go. 78 minutes, the man them 78 minutes, 71st minute, team them score. Me I say, crap. All right, see it now, foolishness. No, me I say, all right, Amarin, you have to make a change, because the man them look leggy. Something I forgot go on. As that come out of my mouth at 2-0. Me I say, yo,
Wow.
at this 2-2 me mean. At this point, brother, I'm in the supermarket with the phone in my hand. Me just put it down in a trolley and me go sit down a ground. Literally, bro, literally go sit down a ground, breathless, speechless. Literally, everybody in the supermarket asks, one team. Oh no, a football, cool. Me take up back the phone. When me talk about the phone, all right. See then get the red, the second yellow red card down to 10 men.
10 man.
Cool. Seat ya. This is what we need. If any time we will get any luck in any European game after last season when Rashford get red card, when time we are murder Copenhagen.
Onana fumble goals.
Onana dash wherever. Me I say, all right. Finally, some look a good karma. Me bombardos. The first half, extra time start. Big old worthless Luke Shaw. Penalty. When me see. Wait, no, I never. The penalty was the full goal.
No, it was Turkey first.
Turkey. The penalty first, right?
No, Turkey first.
Turkey. Yeah.
First.
You know, say, honestly, I think say the 17-year-old you to them bring on foul when I was defending them too. Fofana.
He was good. He was a good substitute. He played good for me.
No, me believe says a foul, Me believe them take out 2 defenders right there, so honestly, But then when we see Turkey goes a bam and beat him, I say, and move. Me say, if I never you, I'm say, Jesus Christ,
Him could have saved that flex. Him could have saved.
I said no, but him man no move, brother.
Move. Exactly. Same thing I said team flex. Same thing I said too.
Him man no move.
Him no move.
Honestly,
so I have to blame him.
Ground, me tell me no know about me no want nobody tell me about Onana. Me no want nobody tell me nothing about Onana. Even the one of the worst thing ever happened to my team. I will win a million trophy. Me don't want nobody tell me nothing. There's nothing where a man can tell me what can change my train of thought, brother. And me tell a man say up to this day, I will never, ever forgive anybody will ever make David De Gea left Manchester United. I'm not caring. Nobody wants
the same thing.
You don't want nobody tell me nothing. So you see at this point, bro, I tell you no. when Turkey beat it in our back of it, me just literally. Me just stand up and I trim with my hand on my mouth. Me I say, yeah, cashier line. And like, because me, supermarket, me go roll it. Cashier ask me so want to me. I say, me no think me deserve this in a life. Because me I say, me question, me I say, no, man, like me I say, me can't do this for next season. I honestly cannot do this for another.
Pressure reach your brain.
You see, as me said that, me see penalty, me just go to boom and kill it up on my phone. Bro, me say me kill it up on my phone, and a man walk past me and me hear when he go score. And me I say, Jesus, Father, the half time. I say, brother, me say me head at me I walk out to the grocery bag there, I'm going in the car, go sit down. Me see one notification coming, boom, 4-3. Me say, all right. So the app faster than me watching it in real time. So me go so boom, mute the app, go up on the game in a real time. Go up on the game in a real time, see the penalty. Me say Bruno barely touch it in me. I say, Jesus Christ, what is now? So, mind you, me in a Ochi town. Me I walk with my phone in my hand. Literally, I am physically present in Ochi. Spiritually, me a hover.
Mentally, you're gone.
Like, me not there. You see me? Bro. You see when time Bruno get the ball and goes a boom into Casemiro and him with him
flick around the corner.
Side foot out to me.
Kobe.
And I see Kobe goes so. Bam! Bam! Bang! Brother, me I tell you no say. Honest, I want to know. Listen to me. Like when me I say this, I am not overreacting. I am not exaggerating, bro. I ran in the traffic in a town. At me run in a traffic in a town. Me running at the market.
The market.
Bro, me say brother, me say me a bat, me a scream out. Yes, it's the same time when me I say that, brother. Me hear the game I play in a one sports bar or somewhere. You see me, brother? Me no know who for bar, me no know who for place. I
Run go in there.
I in them there.
In there, me there.
In there.
Atmosphere. You want the atmosphere.
Bro, me say in them there, brother. You see by the time I reach in there, me just see Casemiro go so. Me, I'm just see Maguire go so. Me jump, bro. Me say, bro, what me tell you, say, literally, I become me there in a crowd. Me say, brother, me feel the tears come on me, yeah.
Tears.
Brother.
Me say, me feel the tears come on me, yeah.
All of the how was it? You get Fidei as a experience the whole from
It was
a
insane,
Jamaican who
man.
express himself throughout the game. Oh, you like that?
Fuck, it was insane. I think, yeah, he went on a monologue there, Flex. But I really feel him. You know, I think this is the best that United is going to get to see in the next 10 years from the team. So I might as well cherish it, you know. As well cherish it, yeah.
Cherish
But I'll
it,
tell you one more thing, yeah. I'll tell you one more thing. I thought Leon, a 10-man Leon, scoring 2 goals, right? That was uncalled for, you know. United's drop-off was massive. They've got positives and negatives from the game to pick up. But still, I was astonished to watch that Lacazette was jogging near Bruno Fernandes and they fucking scored 3 goals in 7 minutes. He was jogging. He wasn't defending. I'm like, dude, you're 10 men down. Go into the box, put a low block, defend with all your might. No. He wanted to fucking jog.
No, I believe that Alexander Lacazette threw the game because from the first first leg, he had 2 chances that he should have buried. Literally. Completely honest.
Yeah.
Those 2 chances should have been buried. But honestly, bro, at the end of the game, like I could physically feel my soul making its entrance back into my body. when I got brought back down to because I had my smartwatch on my hand, I had my Apple Watch on my hand, bro. Legit, it was.
And I'll tell you one more thing about these United fans. Now they're gonna say Onana in, yeah. After this game, they're gonna say Onana in, yeah.
Onana curse can't stop.
Onana in.
Wait.
Onana in.
Me hear some rumors say Asadia come female, so right now.
No man, rumors that man.
Yeah. No, but you see, bro, like I'm telling you guys, honest. I said when I was there when I finally calmed down and I looked at my watch, I got 6 notifications from my heart app. The heart app on my Apple Watch that was telling me that whatever I was doing, I need to calm down because my heart rate was at 134 beats per second. That
is not a final. And I want trophy money, no.
Bro, you're not gonna understand, bro, because the season, our season was almost done.
Bro, our season got destroyed in literally 30 minutes. The entire season, and we got it back within 7 minutes. I don't think you understand that.
In a year, coach said.
No, well, if I was that watch football like that with the 2012, probably that get one go through, you know.
Yeah, sorry, say that for watch that moment upon YouTube.
Yeah. So yeah, but think,
bro.
Yeah,
bro. Honestly, everybody, please give me one thoughts on Garnacho as a player. What do you think about Garnacho?
I'll tell you one thing. I'll start with that. Yeah, I thought Garnacho's touches to hit the attacking space in the box, I think they were tremendous. They were tremendous, yeah. But then the guy lacks maturity. I think that's what is gonna keep him inconsistent throughout his career. He is following in Rashford's footsteps. He doesn't need to do that, yeah. Rashford, yeah, he doesn't need to do that. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, because this is the problem with Man United. I don't know. The pressure is too much. The onus of performing is too much.
Yeah.
They need to calm down.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
United.
But
Go to
yes,
another
yes,
club. Leave the
I
club,
I
and go
believe
to another club and play for the club
Yes.
because Man United,
I
the
believe that
environment is toxic, brother. The environment is toxic. The
yeah,
fans have lost
I
it.
believe that the
Those are
onus.
facts. Those are facts.
Yeah, I believe the onus is being on players to kind of perform it stems a bit from the fans also, because I said it today that I made a video today talking about Alejandro Garnacho and Diego Dallo and them being readily available throughout this our season, but them being available shows up and highlights some of the biggest flaws in their games. And for Garnacho, I don't think a lot of the times we remember that this is a 19-year-old kid who we kind of, after shipping Rashford out, put the pedestal on him and the onus on him to carry a club on his back. So instead of being out there learning his trade and being protected, he's out there garnering all the attention from the world, from one of the biggest clubs in England. It is impossible now, even if we have the money, even if we have the pull to bring in a player and we are going to be able to bench Garnacho. I don't see the probability where it is possible where Manchester United can bench Garnacho and allow him time and space to kind of work on his craft.
I don't think you need to bench him. I think
Not,
he's
not,
playing well since the last 3-4 games. He's been performing really well. I'll tell you one guy who needs to go. Hoyland. He's missing.
Yeah, definitely,
He's completely missing.
definitely.
And to be honest, I was impressed with his hold up. His hold up was
his
really
hold
good.
up
Yeah,
His
play.
layoffs were
him
really good. But bro, you need a
all
crisp
in
one up
that game,
front.
all in perform in that game. Yeah, for true. But
Hoyland had a
overall,
decent game, but
yeah, but
overall he has been
He
poor.
did, he did. But then
I,
you need a target man. You need
I
a target man.
don't believe Hoyland has to go. I believe if I was Manchester United, I would try to get Guirassy from Dortmund. I believe Guirassy.
Not for me.
Dortmund, yeah.
Not
Good
for me.
shot. Good
Not
shot.
for me. Not for
So,
me.
so,
the only
so
one Gurasi calamity.
the striking
Not
market.
for me. Like Gurasi is a good pickup. I not dispute him, but him as a player, I feel like people don't really watch him consistently enough. And when him that play for Frankfurt, him play in a like patches. So he's not as consistent as you might think, even though he might put up numbers on the board. I not watch him as much for that, man. But when him that play for Frankfurt, I watch him quite a bit. And him play in a patches, in my opinion. So,
you see,
I
you know why the thing where me not think you understand calamity. When you look on the center striker, like a out and out number 9 market, outside of Paul Haaland, who could you identify is a ID and Lewandowski, of course, but who would you identify as a ideal striker?
Oshiman.
Yeah, I think Oshiman is the guy you should go for. And you know why? Because
I
not because of his
And one of
talent,
them,
because he's grounded, because he's
he's gone.
humble as a
And
human.
for add to
He's gonna get
motivate,
you
I
the
think
goals that you need.
Goalcrest is an old-fashioned striker to somebody with
Goal carriers as well, but them are want more money for goal carriers.
No, yes,
Not really, in class, I not really much, so around about 60 million, 50 million.
Really?
In class, yeah.
Then
What
yeah,
about
him
the
too.
youth of the Aroma? The youth of the Aroma too are good. I want them
Dovbik?
old-fashioned striker.
Nah, not for me.
no,
Not for me.
Dovbik is like the one where Atletico buy stole off.
No, Dovbik
Sure.
wasn't. He was really good at Girona, but now at Roma he's okay. I mean, he's a one-season wonder, to be honest. I don't
One
think
season
Dovbik is.
wonder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's not.
Hold on, yeah, because more ask you a question. Do you think that Liverpool are going to try and get Isak?
Nah, bro. We are a poor club, bro. We can't afford to get
Man, what do you mean
Isak.
poor?
Nah.
Bro,
You know
when I
what?
put
I'll
up
tell you why. I'll tell
a
you why.
hundred and hold on,
Even
when I
if
put
we-
up a
even if we-
118 mil for Caicedo. So what do you mean poor?
poor.
I know.
Poor.
But then the market price for him, I think it's around 150 million. That's skyrocketing. I don't think we have the capability of even paying that much. For
No,
Caicedo,
but I see one rumors that grow when that go for my boy Alvarez for 100. And man, as much as I love Alvarez, man, I go ever put him in a one class with him and Isak. So if we can push out 100 for Alvarez, and most can push out 100 for Isak.
150 them one.
Yeah, I think 100 is a fair shout for Isak, but not for Alvarez.
That's overpriced for true. Isak don't work. So
Yeah.
Hold
No,
on,
but I think Isak is 100. That's it.
Whoa,
That's it.
I would say him best, him, but I say him worth about 120. At
Hold
best.
on.
120, yeah, that 150.
Hold on. Sorry for cutting you. Hold on. Because me really feel like there's a conversation to be had here over something I want to just say. Are you guys telling me that rate Isak more than rate Julian Alvarez?
Yes.
No, listen.
Wait,
Yes.
say it again.
Alvarez is my baller. But me not think him are the type of quality player where Isak is. Two of them are, but I say Alvarez are probably the better goal scorer. But in terms of talent, where talent is concerned, well, I mean, it is debatable. It is debatable.
Not
but
debatable.
we think where talent is concerned, Isak is more gifted. But feel like Alvarez, two of them will get the job done. You know, can't kill upon that. The two of them will get the job done. But Isak
you know what?
Isak is more of a better older player, dribble pass, technical, first touch, skills, all of them shit there. But I think Alvarez is a man more for the moment and will get the job done.
I think, especially if we're talking about somebody to play a striking role, I think Alvarez walk in a Isak shoes, to be honest.
No, bullshit.
Nowhere near.
No. If you're talking about for me the number 9, Alvarez it with more for me a number 9 than Isak.
Huh?
More for me a number 9 than Isak.
Bro, I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you. Okay.
What?
Let me tell you what I saw on the TV.
A number 9 striker.
Top your, bro. No.
Not at all. I'll tell you one thing.
Not there.
Isak,
Not there.
Hear me. Isak can play on the right, left, center. He can run his lungs off. He can run into space. He can be a target spin. He is an all-round, well-nourished player. Alvarez needs a lot of space. He needs a lot of space. He's not a guy who's going to be physically beating defenders down. He played next to Haaland in a system. If he was alone, he would have struggled. You can't expect an Alvarez to...
Disagree to that.
So, Tattoo, what is Isak's role in Newcastle? What is Isak's role in Newcastle?
Yadi, hold on, wait there. Yadi, I say him need somebody up there with him. In the World Cup, and in the World Cup, him never did need a striker with him. Him loaded up there, do what him supposed to do. When the ball come cross and get it finished. Bear in mind, him score 4 goals in the World Cup. Even at Atletico Madrid right now, yes, it did start out that it looked like it did need Griezmann. But in the long run, Evo, the commentators, everybody tell us that him don't need Griezmann. He don't longer need Griezmann. And him, the team, rely upon for score goals. So that's why I tell Calamity say, I don't say him is a better player or a better forward for Isak, but I think as the striker, as a main striker, like where Sherlock could have been. But I think Alvarez is a more of the in the box striker there than Isak. Isak I go want free, I go want to be free. I go want to go to the left, right, and right.
Yeah, I think okay. I get the point, but I would still go for Isak.
No.
If we choose between the two, I'm going to choose Isak. But Alvarez are my, but no, the Alvarez are my boy, and one day I'm gonna surpass.
You're right. For City, even for City, from the bench, he used to score goals. The problem was he wasn't given enough starts back then.
Yeah, I feel like he was a bit selfish in that department. I feel like it was something else, and he more use that for just cover it, because Alvarez last season him play more games than everybody else.
All right, Flex, I'm gonna say this, and then you take back the floor because you bring up this anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Alexander Isak, what is his role in Newcastle for you, Tattoo? What you see him do at Newcastle?
Him is their striker, but Calamity regular see him come on for the wing for them.
No, I'm not dispute that. But I'm saying, do you see him play that lone striker role at times?
No, I don't see him play as a lone striker.
Even against Liverpool, you watch them against Liverpool.
Calamity in Liverpool game, him still have areas where him got to the wing and pick up the ball and come inside. What I'm saying that him not go. I just like Haaland that just operate in the inside of the box. I feel like he wouldn't do that as good as Alvarez, because him broke in a film game for always.
Can I raise one question? Can I raise one comparison? Okay, for all of you, Akeem, everyone, yeah. If you think about Alvarez, right? Was Alvarez considered one of the best strikers in the Premier League? No. Is Isak
One
considered
off,
one of the best?
yes, he was considered one
No.
off.
Nah. Is Isak considered one
No,
of the
yeah,
best strikers of the
no,
Premier
yeah,
League?
old
Yes.
Peter.
They
No,
never had a
No,
yeah.
consider him. I never had a start, so they never had a consider him.
Hold on, flex. This, hold on there. All right. Otherwise, let's
Come
think
on,
about
bro.
it. Let's think about it. In an Alvarez time, in 2 years I've spent in the English Premier League. Different from Harry Kane, Alan,
Yeah.
who else in the top team them? Like who else was rulingly over him? Isak. Who
Isak.
else was rulingly over him?
Exactly.
I
You
can't
answered your own question.
Solanke.
I can't down with
Solanke.
Solanke was
Solanke better than Alvarez?
Solanke was good.
It's not about better. It's not about better.
Solanke was
That's your
good.
problem. It's
Striker.
not about better. Was
Striker.
he considered a top striker above Solanke?
Heung-min-Son
In
was
the
really
league,
good this
no.
season. Heung-min-Son.
No, he was not.
When
No,
Solanke
when
was at
Alvarez
Dortmund,
was there, when Alvarez was there, he was scoring goals.
He
Son.
was scoring goals, yes.
he didn't score more than Solanke.
No, he
Yeah,
never
yeah,
score more
Right.
because he never get, bro. If you check them, if
Right.
bear in mind that when Alvarez, bro, what?
It's
Ivan Tony as well.
Yeah, Ivan Tony.
We can't get Ivan Tony.
guys.
So when
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't
yeah,
get
good shout.
Solanke,
Flex more
We
get the
saw,
floor
we
than that,
saw.
but
Oli Watkins.
Watkins, yeah.
Bro.
Wisa.
bro, hold on.
Jesus
Hold on.
Christ.
You know what the thing where in all of this, one thing forget one thing. You see, Watkins. Me go ask you a question. I want you to answer me. Watkins, Tony, Solanke, Isak, and who else you to mention?
Holland.
Haaland, right?
Yeah.
What does all of those 5 players have in common? That
Jota. Please mention
Them
Jota.
start,
Yeah?
them office,
Them
them are
Them
the
start week in, week
Huh?
out. Them
them are
start
the
week in,
starting
week out.
striker for them side.
start week in, week
Week
out.
out, exactly.
Them
And
starting striker.
flex.
Hold on, Tato. Hold on, just teach them.
Oh,
Those players.
oh Lord.
Those players start week in, week out for them respective
Yeah.
teams. Damani Solanke, when he was at Bournemouth, was having a monster season, right?
I can't
Ivan,
believe this.
Thiago Jota, and Oli Watkins. All of these players, not only are they the starting strikers for their teams, but they have also accumulated multiple seasons in the Premier League. Bro, Julian Alvarez came into the Premier League, not only dominate whenever him get the chance to play in a multitude of games, but also the selfishness that he portrayed when playing in that number 10 role when Kevin De Bruyne was out, literally spearheaded
You remember that?
to the title.
Tato, hold on. But flex. Remember, Julian Alvarez last season in the Premier League, he started 31 games. So it's not like this man.
No, you're not
It's
gonna do
not
that.
like-
You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that, Calamity. No, you're not going to do that. Cut it right. Cut the bullshit right there, bro. In those 31 games when start, I'm sure I said 20 of them in the player. Him he start as a 10 as well. Exactly. When Alvarez play, when Alvarez play, majority time for Manchester City, the man do not play as a 9.
So now that's why we are saying him can be considered the top
He
striker.
wasn't exactly.
That's
That's why he
why
was
no,
never
no,
considered a top striker.
No.
But he don't play striker.
Let
But-
me talk. No, let me
Well,
talk.
let me talk. Majority
No.
of games them him a play as either number 10 or second striker.
Jesus
If even put him out wide, he
And
not play as a striker.
So
He
how
don't
you
play as
can-
an ultimate striker.
Bro, beg you. May I beg you fight, bro. Hold on, bro.
Jesus
Bro.
Christ.
Demand them. Dog. Listen.
honestly, we need to go to the closing topic, So hurry up.
Bro, I feel like we can't go done. Julian Alvarez. Not even at Atletico right now. Him be choosing as the main 9, but yet still him a put up 9.
Hold on. So who is the main 9?
The 9, the bro when time Iman somebody start, them rotate. When
Who-
time
when Iman who start?
listen, cause you know what Atletico more than me.
No,
When
you
Iman
do not watch Atletico more than me.
So hold on,
hold on, bro, hold on,
Flex,
let me talk.
Make him talk.
You see, when time Iman Griezmann start, it still rotate. It still rotated between the two of them. And when time Shola come on the field, Shola goes straight into the 9 position, while Alvarez either Jiff go wide for accommodate him with the crosses and make him put in them, or where Simone do, him stuck him behind him.
Bro,
And
me can guarantee. Hold on. Me can guarantee so me watch at least 10 games at Atletico this season, and I never see Griezmann plays lone striker in the top striker, the head of the striker.
Alvarez
Never.
start, bro. When him and Alvarez start together, Simone do use a 9. It make the two of them rotate like a false 9.
Tato, no, Tato.
What?
Yes, I saw him play it. He even come out and talk it. The man say Alvarez, him come out and say Alvarez is too talented for just use him as a 9. Him want
Exactly.
him.
No, yeah, exactly. You're right. As a
He not
false
the man
nine,
him
he's really
when
good, but not
Flex-
as a out and out
Flex when him
striker.
start
No,
him
he's
say
not an out
Alvarez
and
is
out
too
striker. Yeah,
talented to be stick
he's a
at
good false
one
nine in this.
position.
Yeah.
Tato, listen. Listen. Here's the thing. Here's my final argument about the whole Isak and Alvarez.
Yeah, please finish it off. Finish it off, please.
Here is why I would say, and why me would have said I would take Julian Alvarez in a match over Alexander Isak.
Yeah.
Yes, because of the fact we say one thing, and it is market value. I know that I can get a player in Julian Alvarez for less money than I would have to spend to get Alexander Isak because of Premier League tax. That's one point. Number two, all of the majority qualities that Alexander Isak have and has been excelling at, I believe that Alvarez has those same qualities and can and will portray them if week in, week out, he starts as the striker for any Premier League team, right? Because as it pertains to hold-up play, its hold-up play was shown in multiple games in the Bombardos World Cup. When it comes to link up play and dropping deep, if you collect the ball and playing with the players around him, show that multiple times to Manchester City, multiple times no for Atletico Madrid, and
multiple times for Argentina.
As it pertains to being a poacher in sniffing out the chances, them brother. But me, I telling you, you said when I want to watch 10 games, bro, I watch almost all.
Bro, ask Scala.
Listen to me.
Flex.
It's when Alvarez a player, brother. It's when Alvarez a player. It's not even just the poaching instincts inside the box. The ability to clock them from
exactly
outside the box.
Flex. Flex.
You remember so we talk about Isak, right?
No, I'm
you remember that, right?
Bro.
Right?
One last. I'll put a nip in the bud. I'll end the conversation by saying Isak can score headers, Alvarez cannot.
All right.
Well, that's true. But Kane could have scored header. Him score more headers than Kun Aguero. I think Kane better than Kun Aguero.
Debatable. Okay.
Oh shit! No, come in debatable.
It's debatable.
Fuck away with that. That is not debatable. Alright, what I know? Harry Kane score more header than Benzema. Is Harry Kane better than Benzema?
No. It's debatable as a striker, bro. As a striker, it's still debatable.
But a man can't have the debate. Me just say no.
Yeah, it's debatable. Just like him said, it's debatable.
Aguero and Kane can. Anyway, let's, as I said, John,
we need to go to the final topic. Yeah, we need to go to the
final topic. And this is your time now, because I don't know that party for you.
Liverpool, right? So we don't see Liverpool kick up a storm in the Premier League. Liverpool has been having a great season. We're not gonna doubt that we're not gonna take one on from Liverpool. Liverpool this season only lost 2 games in the Premier League. Them goal difference is impeccable. 76 points per total right now. 32 games played, 6 games left in the league. I think if them win them next 2 or 3 games, it's mathematically. Mathematically, they win the league. So Liverpool honestly run over the league from about December time, like probably around December time. So the question really isn't because looking at the opponents around them and who they had to play week in, week out, the challenges where other opponents has been facing, whether that might be injury, poor form, manager sackings and all of them little thing there. Is it a case that Liverpool has just been that good and that dominant, or is it that the opponents around them have not been good enough? We're gonna start off with Yardi because you don't know your team. So Yardi, take
Yeah.
the mic.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both things, like the competitors, look at all the other 19 teams, including Liverpool. In the Premier League, when you're facing any club, right, we are all afraid what is going to happen, right? If you face Brentford, Fulham, anyone, they're all competitive, right? The stakes have risen for any club. Look at Nottingham Forest, bro. They're literally hovering below Arsenal, right? And talking about mentality, just inserting it, I think Nottingham has a better mentality than Arsenal. Why? Because they jumped from relegation to fucking third, bro. Right? This is just an example. Just an example, right? But coming back to the topic, I think Liverpool this season, our success needs to be attributed to Mohamed Salah, to Van Dijk, and Allison and Arnslot. Just four people in the team. Others have been on and off. Gravenberch was superb in the first half of the season, but he fell off. He fell off. Transfers,
Sorry, them general.
Yeah.
I think me have my phone, man. Come with that clap, yo. Remember?
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
a Liverpool fan. This is
Yeah,
a
let me
fan.
finish.
Hold on. This is a
Let me
fan.
finish. Let me finish.
This is somebody you can reason football with.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
Saban.
yeah.
Continue, my general.
I'll
Let
tell
him
you. I'll tell
continue,
you.
yeah.
I think most of our players, if you put them in other teams, they might not even make it to the top, starting 11. I'll give you that. Soboslai, you talk about Soboslai. McAllister is good, but you need replenishment. You need newer additions. You need more transfers, right? FSG is like a miser. They won't splurge heavy money on anyone, right? And since the last two seasons, we're using the same squad, barring Chiesa, who hasn't even played much. He played in one game against the fucking relegated championship team, and we fucking got battered in that game too, right? Right. So, so my point being, I think the Premier League, the competition has risen, stakes have risen. I'll tell you one more example, bro. Someone shared it with me in the morning. Man City, when they won the Centurion title, right? They just four teams made it across the 60-point mark. 60 points. How hard is that to achieve in today's time? It's not hard. Only four teams. When United used to win the fucking league titles, it was just United, Arsenal, Chelsea. That's it. That's it. Right? And now look at Liverpool. When we've been winning the titles, people have been calling us the COVID title winners, and Liverpool don't deserve to be the title winners. Oh, the fucking Warpool and all that bullshit. Right? I'll give you facts right now. People, clubs, managers, all entities have seen this, witnessed this firsthand. Teams are getting on top with the point system, with the goal difference. Teams like United, who are actually bad, right? They're sitting in the 14th place. Well deserved, man. Look at other competitors, bro. So yeah,
No,
yeah,
this is facts. It's facts.
yeah. These are facts. Yeah? No, no dissing at. I'm not dissing at anyone. Yeah, these are facts, bro. And I'll tell you one more thing. Yeah, Tottenham.
I can take it. When it's facts, bro.
Yeah.
We deserve to be where we're at. It's facts.
True.
Yeah.
And
Long may it continue.
but yeah, that's all. That's all I
I
want to say.
rebuke you.
You can take
I
the stage,
rebuke you.
Well, so yeah, the out of 10. How much out of 10 do you rank the Premier League season this season? Out of 10.
I'm sorry, I didn't get you, bro.
Out of 10, the Premier League season,
Yeah.
how much you rank it? This Premier League.
I think honestly, I think with every ongoing season, the competition is increasing, bro. So I think this has to be one of the top most seasons. Honestly, I'm not kidding. Like even if Liverpool would have not won, even if Arsenal would have won, I think when you look at the competition, look at the teams. If Nottingham can fucking jump from relegation to third, I think the competition is the highest for sure. Yeah,
And with that, like, so you say
you gotta agree with that. You know why? I'll
Hold
tell you
on.
why. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Even Chelsea's improved this season, right? In the last 5 years, I think this has been Chelsea's best season, right? 5 years.
Well, 4 years. About 4 years.
Yeah.
The thing, all right.
Because them they doing the UCL now 2021.
So out
Other
of
than
10,
that, I think the Man City and Liverpool friendly rivalry, because I don't even consider them rivals, to be honest.
Thank you.
yeah, we don't consider a rival. Yeah, it's not a rival.
Yeah. But I think those seasons, those Premier League seasons were spectacular as well because the competition was so stiff.
So I say like this season, like
All right. What more like say is that with you pointing out that jump that Nottingham Forest took Like that is one of the reasons why I look upon the season and I
Nottingham,
said,
brother. Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Nottingham, Fulham. These guys are like giving us stiff competition. Like
but
the
that's the
dead
thing.
screen.
That's the thing, though. This is what I say. I feel like the mid-table teams have gotten much more quality to compete. However, the top teams, them, apart from probably Liverpool, even Arsenal drop off in the league when I look upon Arsenal and say Arsenal not really do as good as me did I expect them to do. Arsenal for me has, you see me, them have them times. But apart from the when I look at the mid-table teams, like apart from the top teams, then when I look at the top teams, then me feel like the top teams them have actually decreased in quality while the mid-table teams has risen. So
All right, hold on. When you say
Yeah,
top,
if you want to talk about
who are the
strikers,
top-
for sure.
who are these top
Strikers,
teams?
only strikers.
Who are these
when
top-
again,
Defenders have improved, bro. Defenders
Hold
have
on, hold-
improved over the season. Yeah.
hold on, Yodi. What you say, Flex?
Who are these top teams that you speak of?
The Man City,
Manchester United, we're in
No, you can't
14th.
say that, Tato. You
Hold
can't-
on.
You can't say that, Calamity.
Manchester United, whether you like it or not,
United
hold
have
on.
been bad for the last 13
Flex,
years, bro.
Flex, hold on. We have, when you look upon our team, quality for quality, when you compare it to any team in the league, we're not supposed to be 14. No matter what you want to say, we're not supposed to be 14.
Quality for quality. When you compare our team, and if you are being unbiased, we deserve to be where we are at.
You're capping.
No,
bro.
yeah, look
You're
on it.
capping,
No, Flex,
bro.
I feel like
Bro, remove emotions.
I'm
no,
not-
I don't know about emotions.
Bro, Tato. Listen, we're not gonna make us stray now, because I stray not stray. Bro, I one world-class player in a squad. You guys,
How many world class player in a Bournemouth squad?
What do you mean? Clivert a world-class baller. What?
Justin Kluivert is
Justin
a world class
Kluivert.
player.
A world-class player.
Mine and Patrick Yata, bro. Mine and
No,
Patrick
Clivert
Yata.
is not a world class player, no.
Mine and Patrick Yata, bro.
No.
Not even Patrick.
Hold on.
No man, Patrick a world class baller, man.
Hold on.
He-
When you Calamity, so you tell me that you wouldn't take Patrick
It's not
Kluivert.
about when would that take.
No,
It's
no,
about him being world class.
I'm talking about our team, though. Yeah,
No.
No, that's not what I ask you.
No.
That's not what I ask you.
Max, Max.
Your team, you want to take Semenyo in your team
It's
over.
not about what would that take. It's not
Flex,
about what would
I
that
feel
take,
like you
bro.
miss. I feel
It's
like you
about
miss the
the-
reasoning, Flex.
Yeah.
Hold on. If
Flex.
me have reasoning, explain to me what me I miss. I'm listening.
All right, let me say, all right, listen, Flex.
Yeah.
See the quality. Don't look on this season. What if you look on the quality type of players them where you have? Though we're not talking about the performance, we're not talking about the season that go. But just want you to look on the players them where you have and where them are come from and how them usually. So take this season out of it. And look on how them usually perform.
Flex, yeah, look on performances. We're talking about the quality. The quality of the players.
We are looking at the quality and the quality of the players them where Man City have where
Let's talk about Manchester United starting 11 this season, and let's go and tell me what 1 to 5 how in quality. Andre Onana.
bro,
All right, one second.
Bro, answer my question.
World class.
Hold on, 1 second. Tato, 1 second. People, Yodi have a little small emergency. You need to leave. You see me? So, people, thanks to Yodi for come on the show. You see me?
No
Yodi?
worries, man. You guys carry on. I'll see you soon. Yeah, I would have to come back again. Yeah, let's have another
No
discussion.
problem.
Definitely.
No problem.
definitely.
Respect.
Next time, surely me go make sure say they
Come on,
don't
holla
play
Arsenal. Holla Arsenal.
Link I got in the bio film channel. You see me? So, people, check it out. See you, man. Big up yourself, Yodi. Thanks. Flex.
Yeah.
What we are set here is that when you're looking at the quality of the players, bro. All right, take for instance, not Garnacho, Rashford. Are you going to tell me that Semenyo is better quality than Rashford?
Why you pause? It's the answer.
All right.
Semenyo play better than him, but is he
No,
a
play
better
better, no.
quality player?
Is he a
He's
better
not.
quality player for Ahmad?
Well,
Ahmad, like we are talking about quality of the players,
all
not
right.
performances.
All right. What are the Flex? Onana at Inter or Kepa at Bournemouth? No, which one you take?
Kepa.
You take Kepa over the Onana Inter.
No, but I know Onana at Inter. Me
no,
can't.
and that's the quality we are
That
talking
we are
about.
talk, bro.
That's what we are talking about. The quality.
Yeah, well,
Don't look on this season.
Why you never say Kepa at Chelsea? I don't understand why you.
But Kepa at Chelsea was
still
shit.
good like Onana at Inter.
Kepa at Chelsea was shit. Him never good
And
like
shit
Onana
like the same
Inter.
way.
So what you are telling me say is
Kepa Bournemouth better than Kepa at
Hold on.
Chelsea.
At Chelsea, exactly.
Yo, you know what? I believe say if the football where I think you know I talk about Kepa in him latter seasons at Chelsea. You don't forget, say this man has multitude of seasons, and this is the same thing. Was that
So as have to do with
no? Is that gonna pick and choose which season?
No, we are talking
No.
entire time.
Hold on, bro. Remember now, Manchester United with strikers them this season has scored collectively 16 goals. We have
no.
Hold on. We are talking about quality, and we are talking about quality, and we are talking about the squad. With strikers, with two strikers, Joshua Zirkzee, who be misprofiled, and Hoyland. Them not score goals. Or wingers outside of Ahmad. We're not creating chances nor taking chances. Our midfield is not as dynamic and not as creative without Bruno. And our defense line is a young, old defensive line, which is mixed with players who can't play upon a half turn and players who don't have the speed to get back. And we have a goalkeeper where positionally is poor. If you have holes and gaps in your team like that, brother, you're going to get outplayed, outmanned, and outclassed consistently. Brother, the way how Manchester United has been playing over the past, you see, from Ten Hag's first season, and this matter about recent time, the last 4 seasons, from Ten Hag's first season, when he put up a defensive block with Lisandro Martinez, runner back, and De Gea in a goal, and allowing Rashford them to bump forward from the wings, we have not played any sort of football, none at all, except for now when we are transitioning into playing with Amarin's system. Right, brother? Honestly, me talk about the quality of Premier League now. Honestly, brother, it's when I look on Fulham and the system where Marco Silva introduced, you have to look at it to say the system is better than the players, and the system makes the players better.
Yes.
Erayola, the
same thing for Brighton, same thing for all of them little mid-table teams.
Yes.
All of them. So they have good systems implemented, which allows their players to play better. Bro, we are still Manchester United, whether we like it or not, are still trying to implement a system and get players in for that system.
All right.
You cannot put that over teams that are putting work on it.
Flex. But what I would say to you with that point is, we've been a do it. Our quality, but all these years that we have finished second with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, third with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, fourth with Ten Hag. All these years that we are do them thing here are the quality and necessarily the system.
But that is not even all Flex. But everything we said on Flex are true enough. Like everything you're right with everything is about. Hold on. Before we're gonna further, I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Based on this season, the Premier League season, how much you rank it out of 10?
In competitivity, I would definitely say me rank this season quite highly because of the fact that, brother, on an overall basis, every game you're going to, there is no sure game. Really and truly, there is no sure game.
Flex.
No team.
Between me and Flex.
Rate it at 8.
Oh, what? But anyway, between me and Flex.
Yeah.
Who is the top 3 best player for this season in the Premier League?
Well, no, yeah, me can't just off of my head. Me run through it. First, Mohamed Salah.
Fair fact, fair sure.
Salah. I believe that. Hold on, I got.
Isak.
Hold on. Before I go further, I'm sure that anybody what you mentioned after the next 2 won't be competitive enough to get Salah run fit the player of the season.
No, but you see, the thing is this now, and I wanted to make this point as it pertains to the whole Liverpool thing. But Yodi said it perfectly. You have to credit Liverpool season down to Salah having one of the most insane seasons for Inter.
But at the end of the day, with the season that Liverpool have, them finish first in the UCL, yes. But at the same point, in a 1 week, two teams we never expect draw down them whole legacy. And PSG team would have to play now a knockoff round for reach to where them reach in the UCL, then knock them out, and
Newcastle team.
Newcastle we have
And then-
fight for top 4 spot. Hear the words, you know, fight for your top 4 spot. Take away their cup title that the cover up,
Plymouth.
and a team like Plymouth kick them out of the FA Cup. So what me and Calamity are trying to say is yes, Liverpool is the best performing team in the Premier League this season. That is no joke. But yet still, bro, there's a lot of things that show up this season for say, yo, really and truly, them not have no competitor.
Bro,
because the
bro.
biggest thing, because what are they? Flex, a 6 game left in the Premier League. I can tell you, bro, the best thing for this season where you can only have try expect a walk finish in the top 4. And that is literally just between third to 6 who are going to finish for playing in Europa next season.
Hold on.
Nothing else.
From about third to 8.
To about
Tattoo.
third. That's all. That is the biggest thing. We already
Tattoo.
know what get relegated. We already know what going to win Premier League player this season. We already know who are going to go in who that like Manu. Look at Manu. Manu lost so much games, but yet still them now get relegated. City lost so many games, but yet still we are fighting.
City went on a 13 game
We went on a 13
streak where you
game
say, what the hell is
streak
this?
of
When you
lose,
ever see
but
that?
yet still we
When
are
have you
fighting.
ever seen that
When
before?
did you ever see that?
So Holande, Wona says because United is at 14th and
Not United. That's
Not
just United.
United,
Holland-
not just Manchester United.
no, I'm saying that's Holland. So
Mhm.
because United is at 14th, I think Spurs is
15th.
15 year what I'm
and
playing.
City had a 13 game losing streak. No mean say other teams them are only made ground.
Mhm.
You guys
That's
You
what
got-
I'm saying, Flex. Flex,
No,
that's what we're saying.
and because it's almost like we don't give credit to the other team them, brother.
No, we are. That's what we said, though, Flex.
And remember say Fulham reinforce them team, brother. Palace reinforce them team,
Flex, may I ask you a question? Flex.
reinforce them team,
Flex, may I ask you a question? Realistically,
Flex,
hold on, Tattoo. Realistically, do you expect Fulham to give Liverpool a challenge for the league title?
No.
Do you expect Bournemouth to give Liverpool a challenge for the league title?
No.
Do you expect Brighton to give Liverpool a challenge for the league title?
No.
So all of these mid-table teams raising their standards, yes, it helps with the competition in the league, but as it relates to the title, where we are talking about the title itself,
Hold on. What happened to Arsenal? What happened to the fire with Chelsea?
And
that's what we're
One of the
saying.
other thing.
So no member say, bro, listen, una have to understand, brother. Una have to understand. No, Chelsea did a kick up a storm, them drop off. You see me? Arsenal did a kick up a storm, them drop off. You see me?
Who that kick up storm?
So you tell me something never that kick up the storm. All
This
of us
season? No.
the whole time,
This season, no.
the whole time they on TikTok I make video talk about. Oh, it's just take time. We don't not slap team left right.
No,
and
we not kick up.
All right.
Arsenal don't win 4 games straight. Arsenal don't.
Look on it this way.
Hold on. Let me say
Were
something.
you better
Flex.
last season than this season? Were you better last season or this season?
Arsenal?
Yeah.
We were better last season.
Last season.
All right. Flex, were we better last season or this season? That's not even a question, Flex. Come on, what you think about?
Flex, let you think more. Come on, Flex. Literally, they're fourth.
We're top not
14.
better last season.
Were
or
Tottenham
this season.
better last season or this season?
We were better last season.
Tottenham were better last season.
Tottenham were
Tattoo,
better.
were Man City better last season or this season?
That was last season. Yeah, last season, see me I lose
The
13 games. We
only-
never lose 2 games straight last season.
Bro, and me believe, although Newcastle start kick it up in the last part, 2 seasons ago, I believe Newcastle were better than this Newcastle now. But although Chelsea do something better than last season now, because Chelsea are perform better now than last season, Chelsea are the only team in that top rank where you can say has improved somewhat. Everybody else around Liverpool who's supposed to give them some sort of fight has depreciated.
Okay, man. Okay. All right.
But what
Yeah, that's right now.
Even to put more into it, Flex. Even to put, because remember, you know, it's not just a one team thing that about the league overall. If you meds it, bro, I think this is probably one of the first time since me I watch the league. Me say the 3 teams that may get promoted, I go get demoted.
No, the
No,
same
man, I
time.
can't the first time you see that.
Same
No,
thing
I think on the first time
It
you
has-
see that.
I can't the first time you see that. That happen regularly.
that happened.
Oh, regular, the 3 is the same 3 team, them Calamity.
The same
Yeah,
three-
that I'm a regular. That I'm a regular. I can't the
but-
first time you see that.
Calamity, we're going to do a video upon that, you know. We're going to do a video about that. And bear in mind, me start really watch the league 2013-14.
Yeah, that happened like 3 or 4 times since then.
Is that a 3 out of the last 4 seasons or the last 3 consecutive
The
seasons?
same 3 team, them.
Same 3
Yes, bro.
or the same 3 teams that got relegated. So you can't make that argument because here's the thing, bro. It's when the teams come into the Premier League, it's because the mid-table teams are being able to invest so much in their squad. The bridge between Championship and Premier League I get bigger and bigger, right?
Bro, that happened last season.
That's what I'm saying. It happens over the last 3-4 seasons. It has been happening. And me I tell you the truth.
Never realized that last season for true.
If I'm being honest, brother, me understand and get one I say collectively the league has depreciated, right? But what we want to know if you look on is this. Manchester United are 14 in the Premier League. Tottenham Hotspurs are
50.
They are both in the semi-finals of the Europa League. Arsenal are second and basically relinquish them title charge, and they are in the semi-finals of
Champions League.
the Champions League. Chelsea are cooking up a bit of a storm and are
That not count. That not count.
That not count. That not count. That not count.
just still, but you know,
That not count. That not count, brother.
That
Man,
not
that brother.
count,
That
brother.
not count, my youth. Don't talk about that, brother.
all right, make we did that, but at the same time, bro, when you look at the match up, the English teams when them do shit in the league, brother, it just goes to show that the EPL is still
No.
competitive.
The team, no, we don't dispute the competitiveness.
dispute the
In and what we are talking
But we
about
not-
is
the
the
league-
competition for Liverpool. Because remember, you know,
I understand. I get it. I get that. I'm not gonna lie. Me get that, and I think from early December the league could have called, but me not understand when I said this because when time a City when the league wrap up from December with City,
The
nobody
City,
No,
the
but-
City when?
hold on. But that's the thing though.
But I look on it and say, you know, say in a this gap here, City are gonna put together one
But
6 and
Flex, that's
Like-
the thing though. That's the thing though. The question is Liverpool that good or is everybody around them not good enough? City back then were just that good. Like
Okay,
that's just it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, but even
With
back
that-
then
with
when
that
we are
point-
put up numbers,
with-
bro.
with that-
Liverpool
with
is
that
still
point,
always always
Definitely
there.
me definitely get what you say.
Even the last 2 seasons with
Correct.
Arsenal, City did still we have trade Arsenal. We have actually trade Arsenal the last 2 seasons come back and win the league. So there
Like
was still
City-
competitive next.
City was just that good. When you look upon everybody around Liverpool right now, you said they're not good enough.
Yeah,
No.
You see me?
honestly, and this is why conversation is important. Me definitely see what we not talk about.
No, we are talking, yeah, but I feel like I feel like it's more focused on whether or not.
You're more
how their
focused on performances.
your performance. We never we never talk about that.
Definitely so not talk about. Definitely so not talk about.
So
That's
for
all
finish
I
off,
like.
what you rate the league out of 10?
Out of 10, yeah, like I see what we are saying now.
1 to 10.
If taking into consideration, I want to say, brother, honest, when you look on it, really and truly, it wasn't nothing superly exciting, but at the same time, it came with its. So I would 5 out of 10.
Yeah, that's fair. How much I
That's
get that
fair.
game?
That me give it 5.
5.
That's
No
fair.
one a
Liverpool
Liverpool fan post me, but as I said, make you tell you this, like, I see injuries that play a major part with most side teams, especially City. As you make remember, City did the top of the table at one point, you know. Then Rodrigo injured, everything just gone in a reverse.
Gone, yeah.
Arsenal, as I said, no matter an excuse, but the injuries play a part. Arsenal,
Injuries have
they
a play a part.
just have too much injuries to vital play. And I said some squad players, you know, main players they have injuries.
Yeah, that's facts.
If you look on in Arsenal have what, about 4 or 3 players out for the season. and 4 important players
Four
that
of
out
important
this
players, yeah.
season. That's why
Same
me
thing with
keep on.
Igbo. Same
That's
with
why me
Igbo, man.
keep on.
I feel like Ahmad being out. It's
Bro, we
Exactly.
pick
really
up
bad.
Flex. I have to admit, we pick up some crazy injuries this season, bro.
Exactly.
Me nah
Like
say
if him never
no,
mentioned
bro.
your boy Butcher, Muti remember him.
Bro, you know long butcher out.
If him
Yeah,
never
dog.
mention Butcher, but he
And,
remember
and,
him.
and the thing is, bro, injuries don't. That's what I tell people. Now, luck plays a major part in football. Because last year Arsenal never have no main injuries. You see me?
Yeah.
Liverpool did have a lot of injuries, and that cost them.
Yeah.
That's why they did end up fall off because they have too much injuries. This season, they made Van Dijk don't get injured from the season start. Salah will
Salah,
contribute more than both 70% of them goals in a Premier
goal,
League.
yeah.
Him don't injure none at all.
And you have to look on that, Hakeem, like, you see, even in the last 2 seasons where when time the other team start pick up injury, is when, it's like when it reach down to the nitty-gritty part where if you say, yo, what, but with this season, bro, you can call it some of the most important players, injury from basically from the season start.
From the
Bro,
season
and I think there's somebody that send around some graphic on Twitter where every time Liverpool play a big team, at least one of them best players out in an injury.
I look at you, Man U. Every time Man U.
Every week we have a new defender injury.
A new injury. Till at one point, we didn't even know the players that we are start for Man.
Bro, when Arsenal play Liverpool, we had a back line of Thomas Partey at right back, Ben White when I play right back for it, Kibior, and at that time, Skelly. Did I make him debut? And them man there, they on our back for we. I think Timber did come back after ACL, but you know, say him never 100 can just come back after ACL.
How much time Calafiori get injured?
But see, that the man just salt, because a slide and injure.
The one even for Man U was me said out. Every time when time Man U, a player come back and next player go for injury.
Yeah,
see,
bro.
Look, really... everybody always a hype up silly, but me talk it. Our best centre back this season has been Gabriel.
Gabriel.
A week before playing Real Madrid, what happened?
Injured.
Gabriel injured. 2 days later, he's out for the season.
And I look on the Flex, yo, different from Dustin and backline, bro. You see, all of them set line tactics over the setup. I just feel like Sir Gabriel have a main part to play in every one of them.
Yeah.
I said no, honest, me know that. Like everybody knows say really and truly, and as much as how Arsenal fans hate Kai Havertz, who are at least how they make it obviously. Kai Havertz was essential to the way how Arsenal was playing.
Arsenal play, me keep on tell people that me say it no matter if him doing good.
Was essential.
Essential to the team.
It's essential to the team, and this is what I'm telling us, brother.
When me hear the man injured brother out for his season, my head hurt me like me did want crash right out. I swear to you, me just want crash out, brother, because we have Jesus. For the first time since we buy him the first season, actually look like say yo, he might find back some farm and a play good. You see me? But ACL.
At the game against him get injured, right?
Yeah. And the thing is, and I ACL when him injured, you know, and the next foot say no thing, him have too bad knee now. So you can.
And man now say Liverpool now have one and few injuries now. But when you look on them best players on a consistent rate, Gravenberch available, McAllister available, Salah available, Trent available, Van Dijk when you look on them best players and who them need for depend on.
And the thing is, you know, as bad as it is, Trent has been more of a liability to Liverpool this season than their positivity because.
And that's what I just saying, Hakeem. Out of all of the players in Calamity just touched on, the most injury-prone one was Trent, and he, if you look on it, is the weakest link in all of the one.
And Film will get filled because Bradley actually does a very good job. So, bro, the most injured player is the man where they even play when him back there come off injury. And Kaiser.
They had two.
The Jota.
Vital
Jota.
The two when me would have looked on, which would have been Alisson and Trent. And both of those, the stopgap for them are
exceptional.
exceptional. Because right now, in a heartbeat, me that take Callagher are United.
Definitely.
Right
Definitely.
Yeah,
Right.
Collar is a number one keeper.
Yeah. So again,
You see what just happened though?
yeah,
What
I
you
see
do
what my but honestly, for me, 5 out of 10 season as well. Me I go 5 out of
4 out
10.
of 10 me I go, man. Me I go get harsh. 4 out of 10. Them have to go
Yes,
Yeah,
it
man, I
will.
say 5 out of 10.
Yeah, me not say
Yeah.
10 though. Me not gonna lie. Me honestly me intrigued to see because me tell you, brother. You see the moment United have a system where we you see if we stick to a system and stick
Flex,
to
nobody get my hopes up, dog.
no,
You can't
bro,
do
me
this.
tell you no, bro, me say in a 70 minutes in that game there
Yeah, 70 minutes you were good, dog.
bro,
Honestly.
you see the part,
Flex stop talk about United now, man. Brother, me hate on happy, you know, dog. It hurt, brother. It hurt my feelings, brother.
if then
Oh, you think my feel when I beat Real Madrid?
Me know, brother, the feeling is mutual. Brother, I was gearing up to sit around the yard and tag you and Flex.
yeah man, be. Yo, no, me I tell you this now. And believe me, I tell you this now. I was going to deactivate my TikTok account, you know.
Bro, when I tell you that, I sit down and I'm mad out. My head a fry when I see 4-2 on the screen, brother.
That video and just say I'm gone. You know that forgot but me my personal account.
I was going to find you.
That most my girlfriend find me through can mention
Of course. Where is Flex?
that me that
One was him good.
that me.
Cause see there, him a come back and him run out in that traffic. Imagine if he really lose.
Me not even know if this could have bombard us. Show screen share, but I'm showing a video of me in a supermarket.
You know that,
So,
but man, them. Thanks for coming again, is me. Big up on yourself. For all of the support on our show, is me.
Yeah,
Much
man.
appreciated. You see it, dog. So, people, thanks again. This is our next episode of the Rival Talk. You don't know, so we have finished it off right here, so. You see it. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell that are gonna notify when the video might drop, and everybody's socials I got in the description. You see me? So follow up everybody. Thanks for all of the support, and we out.
blessings.